Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets, and now, right now, Super Bowl prop bets. We are doing, yes, that's right, you heard it right, Teasing the NFL here. We are doing prop bets again this year for Super Bowl LV. It is a extra fun betting endeavor I like to partake in and have fun in. It's a lot of fun. That guy to my right is Andrew Chang. I am Daniel Saludo here. We are here breaking down the multitude of prop bets. There are hundreds upon hundreds of prop bets out there.
Chang?
Yes, you are. Clearly.
Okay.
Cut it out. This is professional here, okay?
I definitely need your
professional.
glasses. This just it.
Hey, yeah, where are your glasses? You need
Yeah, you know what? I just got called out by somebody and I don't wear them anymore.
Oh, man. Come on. You need it. I wear glasses all the time pretty much now.
Apparently, yeah, I do.
But we are going to take you through the as many of the prop bets, not as we can, but we're going to go through the sheet here. This sheet is for the Westgate Superbook props. We went through it last season. It was a lot of fun, so we decided to do it again this season. Now, the Westgate Superbook doesn't have, these printouts don't have every prop bet out there. We took out things like quarters. We took out cross sports because I don't do cross sports. It's value in there, but I don't do cross sports, so it's too much for me to deal with. And then there are some props on here that we can't get on the Westgate Superbook. So I've got my book, which is my bookie, and we'll go through some of those as well. Because things like Gatorade color, national anthem, all that's not in here. So we'll go through the Superbook props first. There are plenty of these out there. You can go and just Google this and look at them up there. Now, one caveat to all of these is that some of these lines have changed. So if you're betting at the Superbook, you may not get these because this is what originally came out, I think, at the beginning of the week. And then also check your book, whether you're offshore, or check your local state casino and see what you're getting, whether you're in Vegas, Jersey, Colorado, Washington, I think as well. There's a lot of them out there. So we're going to take you through this. Each of us has a printout, and we've highlighted, because we're not going to take you through 100 plus bets. We've highlighted the ones that we specifically like. No, I did that for the Super Bowl, and it was a terrible idea. I didn't get to watch the Super Bowl at all. So we're going to take you through. Yeah, he knows. We were at his bar. So we're going to take you through the top choices that we have in this, and we've highlighted it. So we'll go and start now. The first two pages in the Superbook for betting individual teasers, individual props. These are actually parlayable. So these are going to be fun. So here we go. We're going to start. So first one I have highlight. Well, I'll go first on this page. And so I have, will there be a missed extra point kick? Yes, plus 240, no, minus 280. I like yes. The reason why I like yes is because Harrison Butker has missed a ton of extra points in the season. A ton. So I will take 2.5 to 1 almost for him to miss a field goal.
Wow, okay. Dude, you're starting off early. That's insane.
One other thing is, we did the props show last season, and last Super Bowl, and I was like focused. I knew exactly how the game was going to go. And if you watch our breakdown video of the Super Bowl for this game, I have a lot more question marks. And so what you'll notice is, number one, I don't have as many props highlighted. Number two, they're kind of here and there. I cherry picked them a little bit more instead of kind of running with the theme. Because what you want to do when you, and this is a general rule for props in general, what you want to do is you want to have a theme of how you think the game is going to go. So when we played the Super Bowl last season, I said, I think it's going to go like this. It's going to go like this, and this is the storyline of it. So my pick was KC. Their defense was underrated. I thought their defense would be able to slow down the running game of the Niners, and I thought that the Niners would have a harder time scoring touchdowns. So that was my story. So I had a lot of unders on rushing yards. I had Damian Williams over because I knew he would have a good chance at that. I had rushing props. I had a kicker prop that missed, and there were a bunch of others. But my betting followed the storyline of what I thought the Super Bowl was going to go. And I got a lot of it right, actually. I just didn't bet it because I don't have access to the Superbook, and I didn't have my own Superbook at the time.
And the year you have it, you're just not sure of it. So.
Yeah, but we'll see. But I actually have one in right now, but I'll tell you that once we get to it. So
maybe we'll help each other figure out this story or what is going to be.
So this will be good. So the other one I have highlighted in this is first reception by Travis Kelce, over under 10.5 yards. Over is over under is standard juice minus 110. I have it as under because I think they're gonna be a lot of dink and dunk. And Kelce in general is like a big chunk yardage guy. He's not like a over 15-yard guy. He'll get that hard hitting like 7-8. So that's where I see this in that prop.
Okay. I think that's the first one, right?
Yeah, this is page 1. Do you have
No. His first.
Yeah, his first reception.
I like that too. You know what? I think that's a pretty good bet. I would jump on that bet if I was doing some of these props. So
you should. They're fun.
They are fun. But yeah, some of the times their play selection, he's not really much of a yards after the catch kind of guy.
Yeah.
So like you said, just one big chunk there, and we're good. Usually on a crucial first down, or
like a second. It's like a second long, and he's like, here, give me like 6 yards. Give me a third and manageable, something like that.
I think that's always in Casey's playbook. So with that being the first, yeah, for sure. And it could just be a short throw. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Do you have anything on the first page? No,
I do not have anything on the first page. That's all right.
So we'll move to the next one.
You do.
So go ahead. I want you to get your first one.
So I'm a Tom Brady fan.
No.
But I'm also...
The guy with the Tom Brady jersey on order. No.
But I'm also a realist. And I know, since you's a hater, that you probably have this highlighted too, Danny. I didn't even peek at your page. I know you've been doing your homework. This Asian, just like in school, just last minute glance and say, all right, I'm ready to take this test right here.
I was a terrible test taker, dude. Don't give me too much credit.
I was a very critical thinker. That and I always lived my life in widescreen, so I could kind of see from my peripherals a lot. But yes, will Tom Brady throw an interception? The over on
it's a yes or no.
It's a yes or no. So the yes is minus 140, the no being plus 120. And the answer I chose is yes.
Yes.
Minus 120.
140.
140. Yeah, you got to be real here. Casey's defense it's still pretty good. And, you just have that feeling that, okay, I have it that both of these guys will get an interception. Patrick Mahomes.
So do I. So do I.
So it's just one of those things that, yes, if the defense of KC kind of shuts down the run game of Tampa Bay, it will force them to throw more. Throwing more, however, if the timing is just a little bit off, which has happened with the Buccaneers, that's an interception right there. And saying that he did throw 3 against Green Bay, all I need is 1.
And he threw 2 in the Week 12 matchup as well.
So there you go. I think Tom Brady throwing an interception, yes, for sure. And
side note on this prop, I actually have it on my slip right now, but I actually have not bet it. But the juice is much higher. And this is where shopping your bet shopping helps, because on my bookie, it is minus 190.
Ooh.
That is a huge difference.
Ouch. Kind of makes me not want to play props anymore. But moving on. The next one I got on my test paper is first rushing attempt by Tom Brady. Over a half yard at the value of plus 120, or under a half yard.
Meaning he doesn't gain a single yard.
Which is minus
140.
Take it from the guy who fights for every yard in his career. I've never, even when he takes a knee, he'll just kind of go forward and then take the knee. He won't go backwards. So I think that's a pretty safe bet. Goal line, especially if they get to the goal line, I really think that would be a nice little quarterback sneak.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely have a shot at that.
And you just never know. There have been
Especially since it might be his last one. Just to say that
I mean,
out there.
to be honest, there have been times, I think it was in one of the greatest comebacks in the Super Bowl history when it was the Patriots versus the Atlanta Falcons. And they left him wide open, and he ran for, I think, about 15, like a good 15 yards before he slid. So there's always a chance for him to run and break out. So I'll take that. And it's just a yard. 1 yard.
Yeah, because especially he does it on the goal line. He does it on first downs. It doesn't have to be a full yard per se, but it just needs to get to the marker or cross the end zone. That's 1 yard.
I'm pretty sure we'll cover the prop later, but 4th and inches, I'm pretty sure he'll probably go for that too.
And there have been off occasions where nobody's open and he's got space and he'll run for 3-4 yards. Yeah. It happens on occasion. Actually, in his career, it's funny. In his career, he has over 1,000 rushing yards. It's pretty funny now.
I'm just saying, it's a long, illustrious career. That's all I have highlighted.
Okay, I have one more on this page.
Let's take a look.
First reception by Rob Gronkowski. Over under 9.5. Standard juice. I have it as under. Because from what I reckon and remember, he's not a big yardage guy anymore.
Yeah.
And he's mostly been a target in the red zone or as a safety blanket. So I don't know if he's going to essentially get a first down type yardage.
You have been saying that quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think Cameron Brate's the guy to get...
Brate got a touchdown last game.
Yep. He's the guy that's going to, but then again, Gronk could have those days where it's just like, just find him.
He's had a couple of like big play games, so it's not out of the question. I don't necessarily see it happening in this game.
I mean, but it's does it say the first? Okay,
yeah,
the first. Okay, granted.
Now his first reception might not come till the second quarter, but who knows?
See, I think if it drags on, then those chances go down pretty quick. Because I think. I was watching something. I forgot. I think it was on like the NFL 100 season, whatever, which was I think last season or 2 seasons ago. That they always include a play, especially with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, where I forgot what the terminology was, but basically he gets open every time, and it's more than 10. So
all right.
I mean, I do kind of like this. I liked it with what's his face, Travis Kelce. So this should kind of be the same. It's the first pass attempt, nothing too crazy. So I can kind of like this bet too.
All right, on to the next page. All right, shortest made field goal of the game. Over under 27.5 standard juice. I like it over. I know that I said I think I need to mention this because I don't think I mentioned it in the breakdown video, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of field goals in this game. So it makes me think that there aren't going to be many field goal attempts. So they should be longer field goals then, is what I perceive. I see, and a lot of Super Bowls there actually aren't a lot of super long field goals, but also not a lot of super short field goals. They've been in the median 30 to 40 range. So I don't really see it being under 27.5 yards.
Tom Brady's first win in the Super Bowl,
that's one of the few exceptions.
I mean, yeah, but still.
But we're talking about the shortest field goal. I don't think it's going to be I don't think there's going to be a short field goal out there.
I just realized that we have this bottle of water right here.
Yeah, drink up. The other prop I have on this page is the total yardage of all field goals made in the game. Over under 112.5 yards.
I like the under for the under
because well, it's not just because I'm the under guy. I'm predicting less field goals. Okay. I also got screwed last Super Bowl because by halftime I had 3 field goals and it was over and under 3.5 field goals. And I was like, oh yeah, I got this. I got a whole half to go. Didn't get a single field goal after that. I was like, I hate this. Hate this. So in a game
America, it was a sight to see. First of all, this guy
we're not going to this.
The beer was like right here, and he had like all these papers. You could have swore like he turned my bar into a library. I was like,
I did. It was my work desk.
What are you doing? He was like, well, I'm watching the game.
Watching the game and doing my work.
This is not watching the game, America.
Yeah,
it seems
if I'm going to do that again.
Very tiring for sure.
I don't know if I'm going to do that again. So fewer field goals means less yardage on the field goals. It's a little bit of a story that I have with the high scoring potential of this game. So under 112 and a half yards for total field goal yardage. You got anything on this page?
I do. It kind of goes against your story. Will either team make a field goal in the first quarter?
Okay.
So, yes at minus 110 or no at minus 110. So it's even value, I guess, if that's the terminology.
Standard juice is what I said.
So I said yes.
I don't disagree with that.
These teams, and Danny will tell you, I will tell you, these teams are notoriously slow starters.
I said it in the breakdown video. They are notoriously slow at starting.
So I think they'll kind of like feel each other out first, be conservative, see what they want to do. And we also did say that, these guys are going to go for, fourth downs, fourth and inches, just like, 4 and 2, 4 and 3. So, but when that's the first quarter. So if it's going to happen, it will happen.
It should happen in the first quarter.
It should happen
I do
in the
agree
first
with
quarter.
that. I do agree with that.
So I think that's a pretty good standard value bet. My next one kind of plays into...
It's interesting.
And the next one kind of plays into what I want to happen. Is the total touchdowns by both teams. This can get a little hairy. So it is at 6.5. You got the over-under. The under is at minus 130. The over is plus money at plus 110. So I'm going to go with the over. It's a little crazy to say, but literally
Actually, it really isn't, but go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, it's, okay, some of these defenses are going to play so hard during this game. You saw it in all these Super Bowls. I mean, Rams defense held the Patriots last Super Bowl. Patriots defense held the Rams, whatever. But, and then that was 2 Super Bowls ago. The last Super Bowl with San Fran's defense and the KC defense stepping up. So could it really be 7 touchdowns that both of these teams get combined? I would think so. Only because that we're not going against the San Fran defense. We're going against, the Buccaneers defense and the KC defense.
But the Buccaneers defense is pretty good, actually.
It's pretty good, but you said that they are vulnerable in the air.
Yes, that is true. I mean, Tyreek Hill blew them up for over 200 million yards in that game.
So that's definitely should get me the 7 touchdowns just by KC alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like I said, I think this has a really good chance of hitting. It goes with my over teaser. Mm-hmm. So if I was going to bet anything, this would be it right here. What do you think?
No, I would agree with that, especially if you're betting an over. Over means lots of touchdowns. Doesn't necessarily mean a lot of field goals. So I do, 7 touchdowns is 49 points, and then you just need a field goal or a 2-point conversion to get you to the over. So if you think that's the way the game's going to go, this bet makes sense. Now, the one caveat I have to that is, in my bookie, over 6.5 touchdowns by both teams is minus 145 here. So you're actually losing value because lines change.
Okay.
So you have to take that into consideration. For you to get plus value, you have to get 7.5 touchdowns, over 7.5 touchdowns for you to get plus value.
And that's another league right there. So let's have a touchdown Super Bowl enough, to be honest.
I know, right? All right. Page 5. I have 2 highlighted in this. The largest lead of the game by either team.
I knew you would pick this.
I love this one. Over under 14.5. Under. Absolutely under for me. The reason why I said it in the breakdown video, this game is back and forth. Nobody will have a very large lead. I almost guarantee it. With the exception of somebody just getting hurt or Brady having a New Orleans second game.
Oh, no, stop.
So that's if that happens.
Don't wish that on the GOAT.
All right.
I kind of like that too. Now I'm just kind of thinking about last year's Super Bowl. And yeah, I thought at one point, but I think it was on that review video that we had that it didn't go past it. So I think
the largest lead in the game was 13 points, I think.
I was about to say 13. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of like this, and even if it is 2 touchdowns, dude, it's not a bad bet, and it's even value or a standard bet. So I would take that. I kind of missed it, but I kind of don't really play like this kind of stuff. But go for it. I see there's some more color on that page.
Yeah, so I got another one. The next one below it is total number of kickoffs returned by both teams, over under 3.5. The over is plus 170. The under is minus 190. It's not like great straight value, but in a game where both kickers have good legs to be able to kick touchbacks, under 3.5, especially Bucker. Bucker puts up something like 90% touchbacks on his kickoffs. So
yeah, that, and I think both of these teams are pretty smart. The Bucs definitely know what Hardman can do.
Hardman.
They saw with the Bills, and they're just like, no, we're not going to give him a chance.
Touchback it every time. Kick it through the uprights every time.
Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good bet too. I can't believe I really missed that. Yeah. So
I've got one more piece of color on here, and I haven't highlighted it. I just circled it because I wanted your opinion on it to make me think about it a little more. First touchdown of the game will be a passing touchdown at minus 170 or any other touchdown at plus 150. The interesting thing about this is there's a lot of wide receiver talent. I think one thing people should think about if they're thinking about this bet is Leonard Fournette or Rojo, but more likely, in my opinion, Leonard Fournette.
Yeah,
because
because
Tampa Bay runs the ball well and KC's run defense is not that good. Think about a possible rushing touchdown for Leonard Fournette as the first touchdown of the game, especially if you think maybe it's a little slower to begin with and then maybe the game picks up second quarter to second half. You could possibly think that the first touchdown is a rushing touchdown, most likely by Leonard Fournette.
I mean, Danny, you said it yourself. Tom Brady needs to get more than a yard. So, yeah.
Well, that's the other choice. Yeah.
That's going to be the first touchdown is Tom Brady.
Oh, and if somehow, and another small percentage, and if Mecole Hardman gets the kickoff and he just decides to pull the Devin Hester back. All right, I'm just going to take it to the house right now.
Oh, my God. Well, that would be good for the over.
Yeah, that's good for the over.
So, but yeah, my opinion on that.
I was just curious. Because I want to think about it a little bit more. Because I think that's bettable on my bookie.
Let's see. Any other touchdown plus money.
So pick 6, fumble 6, rushing touchdown, return, punt, or kickoff.
Yeah, you know what? I actually think, God, in the red zone. I'm trying to think about KC in the red zone. And
his name's Travis Kelce.
Yeah. At the same time, though, if your positioning's right and if it's lucky, it could just be Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes also, he got the first touchdown of the last Super Bowl, rushed it in on a
so, option. You know what? I'll take the plus money, man. Like you said,
it's not bad.
It's not bad. So I think I would take plus money on that one right there.
Page 6. What you got on page 6?
Oh my gosh.
I see a little bit of color. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a little crazy. We were touching base on all their defenses and, how good or bad they were. But we do think that there will be an interception. Do we think that there will be a pick 6 in this game? For me, a defensive touchdown at plus money at 250. Yes, I will take it.
It's interesting because that's not just a defensive touchdown. In this bet, you also get special teams as well. So you get a small bonus of special teams or defense, and you're getting 2.5 to 1. Yeah, 2.5 to 1. It's nice.
Did you highlight that one too?
I did not because I don't know if I can see it in this game. I can see the turnovers, yes. I don't know if I can see it go to the house. That's my only thing.
it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but I kind of like that.
Like it's not bad though. It's not bad. If you think it could happen,
I
nice.
definitely know without looking at your page that you have this one.
Yeah, of course
Will there be a 2-point conversion attempt? And I will definitely say yes.
These two teams do it a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Okay, so our answers might differ in a bit. So I will say yes to that at plus 130.
Yep.
And the second part to that, which I'm pretty sure this is where we'll differ, will there be a successful 2-point conversion? I say, oh, really? Okay, great, awesome. So I said the same thing, yes, at plus 250. I really think that...
both offenses are super creative. They'll be able to get it.
That, and you're talking about the GOAT. Like, this guy had to have 2 successful 2-point conversions just
in that Atlantic,
just to tie America. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good money. So, I'll take that.
That's good, man. I like it. I got a lot more color on this page. I'll get to mine. So, will the game be tied after 0-0? Meaning that once the game starts, will it be like 7-7, 10-10, 17-17, something like that?
At any point in time?
At any point. Doesn't matter if it goes into overtime. If it goes into overtime, obviously that guarantees the game was tied.
Oh my God! Look.
So that's actually an interesting thing to think about. Even though only one time has a Super Bowl ever gone into overtime.
And guess who was in that Super Bowl?
Yeah, Tom Brady, of course.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
Just saying, Danny. This is
highly unlikely to happen.
You can't make this up, dude. You can't make this up.
So it's standard juice in this, minus 110. I say no. The reason why, and it goes in accordance to one of my previous props, a missed extra point.
Yes, I knew you were thinking about that. I knew you were thinking about that.
The missed extra point is the reason why you won't see the game tied.
So then what if they just scored 2 field goals in the
other thing is, and the other part of that is 2-point conversions as well. If somebody goes for a 2-point conversion, that also changes everything. Because now you have 8, now you have 11. That changes everything.
Okay, well, Danny, I don't... God, but the first quarter, that could kill you. What if it's, Harrison Butker makes a field goal and Ryan Suckup, which he's missed quite a few.
He's missed. Butker missed a field goal in the last game as well. So, yeah. I mean, it's possible. I think it's less likely with all of the variables that can happen. A missed extra point. Even if you get a touchdown or a field goal, then if you get a touchdown, so if you get a field goal first and then you get a touchdown, then you have 7-3. Then you're off to the races of having to get back to a tie again. The missed extra point means something. Of course, there's always a safety if possible. And the 2-point conversion, which comes up a little more often with these two teams, I think gives me enough reason to think that not even money, but at standard juice, that this is good enough to take a no. So that's what I like about it.
All
right. Next one. Will there be a lead change in the fourth quarter? Yep. So
I'm gonna go on a limb and think you said yes on this one.
Yeah, especially since it's 2-1 plus 200.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't get away from this. Again, I think this game is high scoring. I think that there's going to be a lot of lead changes throughout the game. So I fully like this prop a lot. I ain't done yet, man. I still got 2 more.
Wow.
Actually,
really?
technically 3 more because I have another one circled.
Oh,
all right.
Jeez.
Both total interceptions by both teams. Over, under 1.5. The over is plus 140. The under is minus 160.
You got the over.
We just talked about it. Yes, I have the over because we think Brady will throw one, and I also think Mahomes has a pretty good chance to throw one as well.
So dive into the fact why you think Mahomes has a chance to throw one.
Because he threw 2 against the Niners. He's not 100%. The main reason why is I worry about his offensive line and some pressure coming.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. I like that thinking. Oh, God. That means will there be a fumble? Will there be a fumble? Okay.
Possible fumble.
I'm starting to read the beginning pages of your story, and
I have a little bit of story in this game.
I'm starting to see it, and as a Tom Brady fan, I'm starting to like it. Okay. So go. Let's go.
The last one I've highlighted, but I have one more to note. Total number of different players to have a rushing attempt. Over under 8 standard juice. Think about that for a minute. To have a rushing attempt.
Okay, so let's go through the obvious.
Go.
McCole Hardman, jet sweep. CEH.
Okay.
Who's the other running back for? Okay, another running back from.
Darrell Williams.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Okay. Tom Brady.
Okay.
Leonard Fournette.
Okay.
Rojo.
Okay.
I'm missing the.
You're missing one person.
Who?
Another running back for KC.
Le'Veon Bell?
That's 8.
But then there's got to be one more. Who is it?
Possibly Chris Godwin. He takes jet
Does he
sweeps.
do
as
jet
well.
sweeps too?
He does sometimes.
Oh.
So that's one to think about. Now, here's the thing. I have it as an under, and the reason why I have it as an under is because I don't know if all 3 running backs are going to get a shake to run the ball for KC. I don't know if it's going to happen.
That's true. You did say that the Buccaneers' run defense was pretty stout.
Yeah.
That and, like you said, the 2 starting offensive linemen for Patrick Mahomes is out. So something's got to give.
Yep.
And I think that isn't a bad bet. Under.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. Dang.
I have one circled here. It's total number of different players to have a pass attempt. And I'm surprised you didn't do this because
I did it last year?
Because you did it last year.
Because what did I think? Someone was going to do?
Yeah, somebody was going to throw it. And
because it was originally a KC play. It was a KC play.
Yeah, KC did it with Tyreek Hill, I think, threw it, or somebody did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just...
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't do it. I was like, I got to circle this just in case.
Yeah, you know...
So basically, you need somebody else other than the quarterback to throw it. Unless you get an injury on one of the quarterbacks, then yes.
Boy, I miss Julian Edelman, man. If he was in here, if he was a part of the Buccaneers, I would have said yes.
Well, it's interesting because Kelsey's thrown a couple this season, and you have to remember, a throw doesn't have to be a throw. It just has to be like a shovel pass.
Yeah, it could be a chuck for all that matters. It could just be a lob over something.
Just a forward pass that has to be completed. Wait. No, an attempt. Doesn't even have to be completed.
Oh.
So a fake field goal or a fake punt as well. Also a chance of that.
Ooh.
Over is plus 130, under is minus 150. Just throw it out there.
Okay. Wow, 2.5.
It's interesting, right? Yeah, just is somebody else going to make a throw?
For fun. Ooh, the over?
Plus money?
Plus money?
Some plus money?
You know I like free money. I would kind of look at the over on that one, but yeah, that's interesting. I did skip over that one, but I fell short of that last
one, yeah.
So.
I didn't disagree with you either. I said there's a good chance it might happen.
Yeah, there's always a good chance.
All right, page 7. What do you got?
I don't have much highlighted. I took a peek over yours, and you got quite a bit.
I got blue on
I
mine.
will start. Will Patrick Mahomes throw 2 or more touchdown passes in any quarter? So I think this might surprise people, but I'll say
it's not. It's not.
I'll say yes at plus 175. I can't believe it's plus 175. This could really happen starting in the second quarter, and let's say they just get the ball second quarter, march down, get a touchdown. Tom Brady comes back, throws it, 3 and out or whatever, and then Patrick Mahomes will eventually get another one, I think. So, yeah, and, just the way they manage the game, I feel like it'll be 2 different halves. So the first half, I think we're going to see most of the fireworks in the first half, I think. So
Really? Not the second half? Really? Wow, that's a little bit of a surprise.
I just feel that, they're going to fail each other out and exploit some things, and they will make the adjustments later on.
Okay.
I honestly feel that way. And so sometimes it might be lopsided, and sometimes it'll just play out the way it's supposed to play out. But that's all I got on this page. I'm trying to see, and
it's not coming up for me. I wanted to see if I could see it on my bookie. It's not coming up for me right now. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Now I can see it. So I'll kind of chime in on one that.
All right, go for it.
Total rushing yards by Patrick Mahomes.
That's the one I loved, the last one.
Over.
Side note, he missed on it in the last Super Bowl because he took 3 knees.
But yeah, over under 19.5. Even a standard bet, and I kind of like the over in this. So
Figured you would.
You know, this guy, it's Patrick Mahomes. You know, you might shut him down, but if he finds a seam, he'll take it and he'll take off. So he's pretty fast, and I don't think he'll take 3 knees in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
So, you know, I like it. Over 19.5. I think that was one of yours, so take it away.
Actually, it's not. Surprisingly, it's not.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Really?
I have a little worry about the injuries that he possibly still has.
The turf toe, it
Yeah.
looked fine the other day.
I know, but it's still, turf toe doesn't go away even after a few weeks.
Yeah, I just asked Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I know that was brutal for you.
Oh, that was like the NFL turning point of our
Yeah, for you. Yeah, for you.
Football league.
For fantasy football, it was. Oh, man. All right. Okay, onwards. Total number of different players to have a pass reception. Over, under 15.5.
Pass reception. Okay, let's start with the Bucks. Let's say Antonio Brown. He'll probably get 1.
Okay.
Gronk, Cameron Brate, Godwin, Evans, Scotty.
Okay, that's 6.
So we got in KC.
You're forgetting. Wait. Running backs.
Oh, running backs. Okay, so let's say, okay.
Okay, you're at 8.
What's the line?
15.5.
Oh, this is close. Okay, so for KC, Nicole, Kelsey,
Hill.
If Sammy Watkins plays,
He should.
Sammy. Running backs.
How many of them? All of them? All 3 of them are going to catch a pass?
No. Just
So 2 of them.
Yeah, just 2.
Okay.
Gosh, what am I missing? Is that it?
That's it. That's really it. I mean, there are guys like Byron Pringle who's got a shot to catch, Demarcus Robinson, shot to catch, Anthony Sherman, fullback, but
Oh, and you know what?
I don't see it.
You have, and it has to be a completion.
Yeah.
So, how about the under on this?
Yeah, I like the under on this.
I guess the right, America.
Standard juice, under 15.5. I don't know if I can see it with that many. I think it's too many receivers. They're asking players asking to get a reception in this because there's no Philly special happening in this game. At least I don't think so.
I don't know. I didn't see that. I was looking for that in the on these sheets. Will there be a trick play? But what is considered?
No, there's
a trick
that. Yeah,
play?
see, that's the thing. What's considered a trick play?
Yeah, so
Because like it's a double reverse a trick play. Yeah, so depends. Okay, Patrick Mahomes will have more gross passing yards in which half? The first or second half? First half is plus 120. Second half is minus 140. I definitely like the second half because it follows my game script of slow start. Oh, I got him thinking. I like it.
I kind of like that too. I think they will test the Bucks' run defense, see what they can get away with in the first half, and that's when your legs are the freshest, right? So you gotta attack on the ground first. I think so. I mean, I'm no NFL coach by any means, but seeing how the way that some of these games are played, you just gotta see if. You got to see the hype, right? Let's say, this run defense, they say they're good. Let's see. And then when they stuff you, it's like, okay, it's not working. Yeah, they're pretty good. We need to do something else right here. So, wow. First half. You like the second half? Oh, man. Well, I can see that. There's a reason why I didn't highlight it. I would just be completely lost, but you obviously have the reasoning to go behind it. So you think they'll make adjustments in the second half and they'll just...
I think the game is back and forth, but I think it starts slow and then adjustments are going to be made throughout the game, starting probably in the second quarter, but big adjustments in the second half.
Okay, I like that too. Which is crazy because my story is that, a lot of the stuff will go down in the first half.
It's interesting.
Which, kind of contradicts them being a slow start, but we'll see.
That's just the way you view it, and that's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Will Patrick Mahomes score a touchdown? And when they say score, that means catch or rush for a touchdown. Yes, plus 300. No, minus 360. I'm absolutely going to take a 3-1 shot at him. This is basically an anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
For Patrick Mahomes. Now, the line's not that anymore. I guarantee it. You probably at best get 2-1 at this point. But, I mean, Mahomes scored in the last Super Bowl. And all he needs is one opportunity to rush one in. He even does the sneak every now and then. So, I would take 3-1 in this. Possibly even 2-1. 2.5-1. 2-1, maybe.
So you're not worried about the run defense stuffing him at all?
No, because it'll be something like he'll drop back, inside the 5. And
Right.
Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, let me go for the corner.
Bait him out,
Yeah.
wait him to commit, and just breathe
Or
on.
they also
Okay,
he also
I like
they
that.
also run the option with him on occasion. A little RPO type option, and then
Right.
well, it's not there, and then
get,
go around.
Get a defender
Yeah.
to commit,
Yeah.
think that he's going to pass, and then zoom.
I think he's got a chance to score on his
Okay,
own. So that's
I
why.
like that too.
Last one. Will Patrick Mahomes throw a touchdown pass in the third quarter? Yes, plus 120. No, minus 140. This is a yes for me because of halftime adjustments.
Okay, it would just be a yes for me because it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
It's, yeah.
All right, you got nothing on this page?
I got nothing.
I have one circled on this page, and it is longest reception by Tyreek Hill. Over, under, 27.5 yards, standard juice.
Oof,
That should be a yes. Now, I know this number has gone up to the 30s, but I would still take it because he'll get one at some point. Doesn't matter if it's a quick hit and he gets that yak or if it's just a bomb. I think he gets it regardless.
They got time to run Wasp. Got time to run Wasp.
Maybe,
Danny. They got time to run Wasp.
Well, what's interesting is they run Wasp differently depending on the formation. So sometimes Watkins is the long guy.
And he's just not as. I mean, but when you put Hill against anyone but Hill seems slow. So
That's true.
Sam Watkins, hey, you could be fast, but you're definitely not as fast as Tyreek Hill.
Trying to see if I can see it for what my book has it as. Receiving yards, receptions.
I mean, there's no value to a lot of these things. I mean, like, will Tyreek Hill score
Longest-
a touchdown? Like,
Oh, that's Sammy
yeah.
Watkins. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Darrell Williams.
Oh, Tyreek Hill, longest reception yards, 29.5. I'd still take that. Actually, I'm going to mark that as something I might take, actually.
Oh, look, the degenerate at work already. Oh boy, oh boy.
All right,
oh
next
boy.
page, page
Next
9.
page.
Do you have anything?
I got some color.
Oh,
on
you
this
got one? I got nothing.
You got nothing on this
What
one?
you got?
Really?
Yeah, what you got?
I'm a little surprised. Total receiving yards by Mecole Hardman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like the over 24.5 standard juice. I think that's a pretty good bet because if you put a body on,
Hill?
I was only going to say on Hill, and if you put a body on Sammy Watkins, if they do 3 wide receivers, Mecole Hardman's going to get open, and I feel that he will. So I guess when your top people are finding it out, okay, like Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, they negate each other. Gronk, well, he's not prime Gronk anymore, but Gronk and Kelsey, they'll negate each other. Hill and Mike Evans, they'll negate each other. So you keep going down to see who's better, like who's on the higher tier of the low tier. And I think Mecole Hardman, he's had a couple hiccups.
He's had lots of drops.
He's had a lot of drops, but I think eventually, and this is the game where this young man will step up. So, and he did have a really mental good comeback on that Bills thing. He messed up. And then you know what? He made it up with a big play. And if you can see it, last year, Tyreek did the same thing in the Super Bowl. And they just have to just kind of dig themselves out of the doubt. Just be like, dude, reload, be us, let's do this. And I think he can do it at 24.5 yards. And that's kind of small. So I kind of like it, and I'm going to take it.
All right. It's not bad. Not a bad choice.
Value.
I know a couple sharps like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Side note, the number is now 27.5 on my bookie. So.
I wonder. I mean, I was just like looking through all these. I was like, I kind of want to avoid the bigger names because obviously the expectations are a little higher. So when you go for like guys like Scotty Miller or Mecole Hardman.
Miller's an interesting thing because if Brown's not 100%, that means Miller gets more time in the slot. So it's not a bad option to have.
And I honestly think that Scotty Miller, he's pretty good.
He's good. He caught that deep ball at the end of the half.
I'm just saying, yep.
All right, page 10. All right, you got one? Oh, you do.
Why
Hit me.
don't you go first?
Oh, yeah, cool. Will Harrison Butker miss at least one extra point? Of course. Oh, so good he's dying. So good he's dying.
God, the ultimate hater right here, but for good
The
reason.
dude's missed like 8 extra points in the season,
I was about
dude.
to say, it's good. It's just fine. It's a good reason.
Dude,
Okay.
it is yes plus 450, no minus 600. Yeah, 4.5 times, I'll take that. However, in my bookie, it's only plus 300, but I'll still take it. I like it.
All right.
What do you got? What you got?
Believe it or not, will the Chiefs get a rushing touchdown?
Okay.
You know, they got Patrick Mahomes. He makes something out of nothing. So I will say yes at minus 140. It is like a loss value. I just realized that was my first minus money right there.
No, you had another one earlier, I think.
Did I?
I thought you did.
No, I think they've all been plus.
Okay.
So minus 140. And, you know, if it's a goal line thing or if it's, you know, goal and or second and goal, whatever. Like I think it definitely happened for KC. So
All right, very
even
cool.
though the run defense is good, it's just sometimes when the opportunity presents itself, Patrick Mahomes they'll strike. So there you go. Okay,
All right.
page 11.
I
You
got
got anything on this?
No, I don't think I do.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Is this the points? Yeah, I don't have anything on this. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Go.
You'll like this one.
What we got? Team total?
Yeah, total first quarter points by Kansas City Chiefs. Over, under, 3.5.
Did you
First
take the over?
I took the over.
Minus 140?
Minus 140. Another minus 140 again. I don't know why, but I just like... We said it was going to be a slow start. But, you know, for the Super Bowl, you just don't know. And I feel that it might not... All I need is 2 field goals.
Or a touchdown.
Or a touchdown. And honestly, 2 field goals is a slow start. Do you feel that 2 field goals is a slow start? You just get there and then it's just like...
It would be
touchdown.
It would be for the Chiefs, but at the same time, they've been notorious slow starters, so I could see it.
Yeah, so I took that for some odd reason. Nothing else on this one looked
I'm
good.
not seeing that exact line. What I'm seeing here is, where is it? First quarter, KC Chiefs teams total over under 6.5.
Oh my goodness.
The juice is minus 140 to the over. Under is plus 110. So that's a little different. All right. Page 12 is what we're on, right?
That's
12?
right.
Page 12. I got 2 of them. Oh, you got nothing? I got 2 of them.
I blinked.
Okay. Total rushing yards by Tom Brady. We already talked about this.
Oh, this was okay. Yeah. Okay. So obviously I'm.
So
with
both
you
of
on
the
that one.
okay. So over under half, over plus 175, which actually is different from the parlay page.
How can you think that Tom Brady's not going to rush in this
Because
game?
on the parlay page, the first attempt for Brady, it's his first attempt is over under, and it's plus 120. So, yeah.
His first attempt will probably be his only attempt.
Yeah, it could
Let's
very
be
well
honest.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of that goes into the story of this. So over basically half a yard, over plus 175, which I have that as, I got that at plus 110 in my book. Not a great deal, but I was like, I'll take plus money for him to go get it, so that's fine. Longest rush by Tom Brady, over under half. Again, this same storyline. If he gets one, he'll get it.
Okay, I
Done.
like it. I like it. So
Right, page 13.
What you got for me, bro?
I have one. It's, will Mike Evans score a touchdown? Plus 130 for yes. He is Brady's favorite target in the end zone by far. I will take plus money in that. It's basically an anytime touchdown for Mike Evans. Go ahead and do yours. I will look at what the here it is. The anytime touchdown is on my book. Plus 105 here. So
Okay, you'll like this one.
okay.
Longest rush by our boy Rojo.
Okay.
Over under 12.5 at a standard bet value. I will take the over on that, sir.
How come him and not Fournette?
Well, I think you have said it multiple times during this season. Rojo is just a more athletic running back.
I do like Rojo a little bit more, but Fournette's looked better recently. They're actually the same. Rojo is also, Fournette longest rush is also 12.5 as well.
So, interchangeable, either or.
Yeah.
I'm good with either or. I think Rojo's been pretty quiet, so he might just be a little loud this game. So
Let me see what it is in the book. I want to look real quick. Give me 1 second.
Man, will Mike Evans score?
Longest rush for Fournette is 12.5. Rojo is also 12.5, but the juice is worse at minus 115. So
For Rojo?
Both of them.
Oh,
Still the same for both of them. Page 14, I got nothing.
really? Well, I think you'll like this.
Oh, the reason why I know which one you're picking, and the reason why I didn't pick is because Brown's playing. Go.
Oh, okay. Well then, that kind of changed my bet, but at the same time, I really don't think so because I feel like the same the same theory with Mecole Hardman. It's just some of these guys that are going to make a big play that don't have a big name.
Okay.
And he's been doing it. So Scotty Miller, total receiving yards for this young man at just 20.5 yards. Yes, give that to me at an even value, even betting value. Yes.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Uh-oh. Now what's to that?
So the juice on that is minus 110. On my bookie, over under, oh, that's first reception, sorry. Okay, it's changed here. Okay, total receiving yards, Scotty Miller, over under 22.5 in my book.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So two more yards difference.
I mean, yeah, okay. That's a little more respect for Scotty, but still, you know. And the juice is still the same.
Juice is gross, minus 125.
Oof,
gross.
Ouch. So obviously,
2 more yards and 15 more dollars.
Someone's kind of onto something, right? And you said Antonio Brown was going to play, so I don't even know why.
It's higher, yeah.
Yeah. So scratch your head on that one, Vegas. And then this is, I think you'll like this one.
Depends.
Total points by Ryan Suckup.
My kicker in fantasy, the man.
The man that got you all the way to the finals.
Pretty much, yeah. He got me several wins.
So over under 8.5. So it's no surprise. Extra points counted to this as well. So I'm gonna have to go with the over because
3 field goals.
For me, I got to be in the over anyway because that's what I'm gonna tease, and I kind of like it honestly. Extra points from the touchdown, field goals. He's been
very good.
Yeah, he's been decent. So
No, he's been very good.
there you go. So I'm surprised you didn't do that. But
it's hard to trust. It's hard to trust him getting 3 field goals. It's hard to trust.
And you know, going back to, you know, the preamble of his story, how he said that the score won't be tied. I think it very well could be, just this guy kicks a field goal and Harrison Butker makes his in the first quarter. And then, KC might come back with a touchdown, and that will be my over 3.5. So that's the kind of story I'm trying to write here.
All right.
That's kind of like points when I need it and points when I don't. You don't have anything on 14?
No.
Okay. Next
Anything
page.
on 15? Oh, good. You have one on 15 too. Good. So far, we haven't had to skip a page. I like it.
All right. There's always something that catches someone's eye here. Well, this is kind of easy, I guess.
Okay.
Will the Buccaneers get a rushing touchdown? Minus value here at -1. Oh my gosh, -180 for the yes. Yeah, I'm also hoping that this guy needs Tom Brady to get a yard, and I just think that might be the rushing touchdown of the game.
That would be nice.
Just saying. And it's Tom Brady. I think he just wants to just stun on people and say, yeah, you thought I could pass TD? Dude, I can rush TD too. Like, what's up? 43, walking into the end zone, spiking it like Gronk, going, let's go! Let's go! All right.
No, page 16, I got nothing.
Oh, wow. The first one we blanked.
Yeah, that's okay. Because there's a lot of defense on that, and I don't do that.
Yeah, no, it's not one of those. Not one of those games, man.
Page 17 is comparisons, which I never do, but I know you love comparisons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know you love, and so I want to hear all these. I don't do comparisons.
I think this is, dude. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? I didn't get it.
Okay.
So I thought it was.
Okay, I'll help you explain it.
Okay, so I thought it was straight up, but apparently Patrick Mahomes has a 19 and a half. So the question is, who's going to get more rushing yards? Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes?
However, Mahomes has to have 19 and a half more yards to win this bet, which actually I think Mahomes has a shot to do. It's not a bad choice to choose Mahomes, because if Brady gets only a couple yards and you are of the opinion that the line is going to have a problem, which is why I picked Mahomes to rush for a touchdown. If you think that he's going to have to get out of the pocket more, he's going to be under more pressure, that usually means more rushing yards. So it's not a bad choice.
Okay, so that's one of the things I like on this page. This is an interesting one, and I think I got it last year. I think I might get lucky again and get it this year.
Oh, no.
Jersey number of player.
I didn't select this because I wanted to wait and talk to you about it. I love this. I actually meant to circle it. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. Because I have an analysis on the I can't really see. I have an analysis on the back of this.
Oh, you do? Wow.
Yeah, so here we go.
Dude, you're ready.
All right, so tell us what it is again.
Okay, so the jersey number of player to score first touchdown. Under 17 and a half.
So that's very interesting, and this is why I had to write all this down. Because you have to think about all the players on offense, specifically wide receivers, who have a chance to score a touchdown. This is the first touchdown of the game. So here we go. We're going to break down every...
Oh, God.
Because this is the only way to do it. Because we did this last season. We did this last season. I picked the over. No, I picked the over. You took the under. And, of course, Mahomes hit it.
You were just like, oh,
I was like, fuck, yeah. So, all right, here we go. So we're going to run through the players and their jersey numbers. Here we go. Tampa Bay, Scotty Miller is number 10.
Ooh, I like
Brady's
that.
12.
Oh, I like that
Evans
too.
is 13.
Oh, yeah.
Godwin is 14.
Oh.
One receiver is not. That is Antonio Brown.
Okay.
81.
And
Brait is 84. Gronk is 87.
oof. Okay, I like those.
Okay,
odds.
so that's there. Okay. KC, Tyreek Hill, 10. Demarcus Robinson, 11. Byron Pringle, 13. Sammy Watkins, 14. Patty Mahomes, 15. Mecole Hardman, 17.
That's it right there.
Travis Kelce, 87.
Oh.
Ricky Seals-Jones, who actually has a touchdown on the season, 83.
Who is that guy?
He's the second tight end. Here's the thing. Okay, you get all but one. You get all but one of the main wide receivers, but you get all the running backs, which is something you didn't get last time, and you get every other player on defense or offense. If you, in case
Wait, do we
Anthony
get
Sherman.
Rojo and Leonard Fournette?
Yeah, because they're all 20s.
Oh, wow.
They're all 20s or 30s. Okay. I think Rojo's 32. Yeah, so you get all the running backs. So you get Bell, you get Elaire, and you get Darrell Williams. You get Rojo, and you get Fournette.
Dude,
want the over just because. I want to be contrarian with you.
Wow.
It's fun. It's fun.
Danny, again?
It's just a numbers game. It is a numbers game.
It
It could be, outside of McCole Hardman returning it,
Oh,
it could be anybody else.
Hey, could you imagine, like, you're like pushing games and then you lose this by half a point?
Don't.
It's just like, oh, hell no.
Slap you, boy.
Oh, man. I also got other crazy stuff right here. Highest scoring quarter by
I actually
both
like this
teams.
one now. I like this one that we're thinking about it.
So I chose, the number is 21. Mm-hmm. And I chose the under, which is weird because I want the over, but I just kinda,
It contradicts it.
Yeah.
A little bit. You don't necessarily have to have a 21-point quarter because you could have nothing but 14-point quarters, and 14 times 4 gets you the over.
Yeah.
64,
I mean,
by the way.
this could definitely happen. 21, I just can't wrap around it. You know, we've been saying that they're still starting and this and that, and I kind of played it to like, okay, we'll get the points when we need it to. I'll say that it goes up to like, you know, maybe like 14, maybe like 17, even like pushing it to 20. But 21, like, that's kind of, you know,
3 touchdowns and a field goal.
I mean, the way they managed the game, though, I just feel that, you know, I don't see it happening. So.
I kind of disagree with you because I have this sneaking suspicion that the fourth quarter is going to be guns a-blazing just because it's going to be back, forth, back. Yeah.
Pardon my French, balls to the wall, like just like
I have a sneaking suspicion. So I'm glad you brought this back up because I'm like, I'll take a shot at the over on it. I'll take a shot at the over on it.
I like that. I like the little contrarian. And the last thing on the page, now on the opposite end of the spectrum, lowest scoring quarter by both teams. Over under 3.5. So
the over is minus 180. The under is plus 160.
So again, this is
excuse me.
This is my minus money bet. I think they will score, and these are the total for both teams. So 3.5. I don't see this happening at all. I think this will be, like Danny said, a shootout. It will be a slow start, but that doesn't mean it won't be a field goal and a field goal, field goal and a touchdown. I consider those pretty slow starts for a very high-powered offense such as these teams. What do you think about that?
You have the over?
I got the over.
I agree with you on that. I would take the over as well. It's a good choice.
Even at minus 180, I kind of didn't look at that, but I was like,
no, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
no,
you know.
You are going, outside of an outrageous number, you're going with something that is likely to happen more than a field goal, in my opinion. I expect the first quarter to be slow. I don't expect it to be this slow.
Fantastic.
So, all right, here we go. We are on to the big pick.
Oh, that I won last year, too.
That I should have won last year.
Yeah, you should have won.
We are on to the Super Bowl MVP pick. I have an angle for the MVP, but I want us to go over first.
Wait, what do you mean an angle?
You'll understand when I tell you.
Oh,
and it's beautifully brilliant. That gives you an alternative to betting the spread, but you'll understand.
Beautifully brilliant.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Okay.
All right, so if you look at this, and depending on your book, you'll get something different. But right now, the favorites obviously are going to be the quarterbacks. In general, in Super Bowls, especially in recent history, outside of Julian Edelman in the past 5 years, quarterbacks have won the MVP of the Super Bowl. So the two favorites right now is Patrick Mahomes. On the Superbook, he's 11-10. On my bookie, he is minus 115. So you have to lay a little bit for him to win, which you did, which you picked last season, and it won. If you want Brady, it's 5-2. Here he's 2-1 on my bookie. So you're getting slightly better value on the Superbook, but these lines also change. So I have both of them highlighted here, and I'll explain why. But I want you to pick going first.
Dude, of course. Tom Brady.
TB12.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because he's assuming they win the game.
I am, which is, you know, it's a big feat in itself. I think the man is chasing history, not only to cement his legacy.
His legacy is already cemented. The dude could get blown out in this game and he'd still be the greatest of all time. 6 Super Bowls, 10 appearances.
Yeah, that's true. When you talk about the numbers, but you just kind of want to, say, hey, you've had a good run, kid, but you'll have the NFL when I'm done with it. So I'm thinking this old man still got left in the tank. First of all, everyone in the older generation should be rooting for Tom Brady. I mean, you should just be like, yeah, we're kind of up there, but we can still do it. I like it. 5-2. Over here it's 5-2. I just feel like there is just no respect for, any of these Tampa Bay people. It's just, God, it hurts. But I also do understand that I'm taking Tom Brady as an underdog, which is great. So I like it. Go for it, Danny.
All right, so I'll
tell me the angle.
So now I'll do a little analysis on this first because, as we know, I picked Damian Williams last Super Bowl and it should have hit, but I digress. Whatever. I'm not voting.
He's the MVP in my book.
Yeah, in your heart he is definitely.
Oh, for sure, dude.
So I think with this, if you're looking to bet, you should bet which quarterback is going to win it. And that goes into the angle, and I'll explain it in a minute. But if you want somebody outside of a quarterback, you could think if one of the angles you can think of is if Tampa Bay is going to win it, they can win it on the ground, which means possibly Fournette's got a decent shot to be the MVP. If you think they're going to win it and they dominate it on the ground. That's one. The other one you could possibly think of is either Hill or Kelsey on the other side. If they get red hot, if Hill gets the same line that he got in Week 12, he's the MVP. 2 touchdowns, over 200 yards receiving, he's absolutely the MVP.
Oh, in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he's absolutely the MVP. And Kelsey, he's big time, especially as the tight end. He gets a lot of receptions. He's got a shot to do it. I don't know if anybody on the defense is going to do it because it's going to be such a high-scoring offensive game. I don't see that happening. So if I'm going to pick, there's no value in picking anybody outside of a quarterback.
Dude, pick who you like last time.
He's not here.
Oh, playoff
Damian's not here.
Sorry, man. You're still the MVP of my heart, though. Like, man.
He's not here. I'm going to take Mahomes 11-10. In my bookie, he's -115. I know I picked Tampa Bay as the spread teaser, but I think Mahomes has any good chance to win. I just can't get away from it. Which means they're probably going to lose now. So.
Oh, thank God. So I just, some of this stuff is pretty political too, because I just want to know what was Playoff Williams' stats last Super Bowl.
He had over 100 rushing yards.
Which was tough against this San Fran defense.
No, the Niners' run defense was not that good.
Oh, yeah.
He also, my biggest issue was combined he had over 100 yards and he scored two touchdowns. He scored the game winner and the game sealer. And Mahomes did not have a good game. He didn't have a great game. He had a good game. He had 2 interceptions. He really didn't wake up till the fourth quarter. That's the truth of it. So
yeah. So it's just like So some of it I feel is a little political, like who you want the face of the MVP to be. So quarterbacks, of course, they're always like the pretty boys, and they're always like the leaders. It's always centered around them.
Damian Williams had 104 rushing yards, 29 passing yards, total 133 yards total, 2 touchdowns. One other stat that doesn't show up is he rarely ever lost yards. And one of the other things is it was something like 10 or 11 of his receptions/rushes were for first downs or touchdowns. That was my thing. Okay. We're off of that.
So like I said, this is definitely, I wouldn't bet on anything of this because I feel like there are a little politics involved in here. Like, oh, well, who do we kind of want our face to be? Definitely Williams deserved it last year. There's no question about that. But
that should tell,
the up and coming, the new generation, the commissioner saying, "Oh, finally, someone besides Tom Brady. Yes, here you go, young man. Please come back to the stage every year." And dude, I just think, this is the year Tom Brady gets to stick it to everybody, like to Mr. Belichick.
He's already done that.
The commish, to the league, to Patrick Mahomes. And so, yeah, this is still my league, dude.
And that stat and those stats from Damian Williams should tell you how favored quarterbacks are to win MVP. I mean, you have to do a lot to win. I mean, a ton to win MVP, especially in a high-scoring game. Unless you get multiple touchdowns with a ton of yardage, you most likely have to be the quarterback to win the Super Bowl. So here's my angle, and this is something very, very interesting to think about.
Let's hear it.
So let's go back to the spread real quick, because there's relevance to this. So right now the spread is -3 KC, +3 Tampa Bay. Let's say you don't like betting spreads. You want to bet money line. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You just may have to put up a little more juice, or you may lose just a little bit of value on the underdog. So right now the money line in the consensus, and I will verify this, is because it's down to 3. So right now KC in the consensus is -160, and Tampa Bay is +140. Okay, remember that.
Okay.
-160 and +140.
Okay.
Now,
great.
Okay, so now remember what I said a minute ago. I said most likely it takes a lot for the quarterback not to win MVP, right?
Right.
So if you're going to pick a team to win, why not just bet on the MVP quarterback? Because you get better lines, right? Because according to my bookie, Patrick Mahomes is
okay.
-115 versus the money line of -160. Now there is a caveat in that there is a chance that somebody else wins it,
yeah,
but it's not going to happen. If Damian Williams isn't going to win it last Super Bowl, nobody's going to get it. I'm sorry, nobody's going to get it.
Okay, so I understand the angle you're shooting at, but at the same time, it's like the chance. Okay, so what if it's like 2 big defensive plays?
It could be. I mean, Von Miller won MVP, but in a high-scoring affair like this, it's not going to be a defensive player. It's not going to be a running back. Most likely, it won't be a running back unless Fournette or CEH goes off massively. So
okay.
So again,
I like that angle.
And then so the other part of it is Tampa Bay +140, or just pick the MVP, TB12 +200. Doesn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
Right?
That
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So don't pick any. If you don't want to bet a spread and you want to bet a money line, don't worry about the money line. If you really, and there's a really good chance one of the quarterbacks is MVP. I mean, like, honestly, I'm going to say a 95% chance that one of the quarterbacks is the MVP. So whoever you think is going to win, whichever team it is, pick the quarterback to win MVP. You get much better value out of it. That is a shout out to Marco D'Angelo from Wager Talk. He put that angle out there, and it's brilliant. No, he put that out there. It's brilliant. I commend him for coming up with that. I don't know where he got it from, but it is very smart to do that.
I mean, I see where y'all are shooting from, but okay. I just think that there's a lot of politics into deciding the.
But you're picking Brady to win the MVP, so you might as well. Yeah. So you might as well sit there and take that instead of the money line, because you get better value. You get 60 more points.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I'm teasing them the over and Tampa Bay.
No, but we're saying in this situation that you don't want to bet a spread because, like, oh man, it's a field goal. They could win by a field goal. They could lose by the field goal.
Okay, bet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to bet them to win it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I think that's the way you go if you want to bet. If you're going to bet a money line, go with my MVP angle. It's so much better.
It never ceases to amaze me how many of these props will get right.
I can't wait.
You know what?
I was like you know this. Last Super Bowl, I was like, I wish I had money. I would slam so many props, and I would have hit so many of them.
And now
I'm curious to see what this year is going to be, because I don't know. Exactly. I don't have a great storyline. I'm not confident in my storyline, so
I'm confident in mine. Hey, Tampa Bay.
Here's one thing though. I do have one in. I have one unit on TB12 over half a yard rushing.
I like that.
But Any other props that you're interested in? I mean, because we don't have like the Gatorade color, we don't have the national anthem.
Oh, I want the under on the national anthem.
Let's see.
It's COVID, not a lot of people are, airways and all that stuff. It's gotta be an under.
Let's see. Because it's the.
How about heads or tails?
Please do not bet heads or tails with a sports book. Just bet with your buddy, and don't have to worry about losing juice.
This is true.
Period.
All
Just
right.
bet. Here's $100.
So what do
heads
you
or
like?
tails. Tails never fails. We know that.
Okay.
Come on,
All right,
we know that.
All right.
There's
You
no
wanna put a
way.
quick
Oh,
100
man.
on it?
No.
Quick
No,
100 on it?
I've already got $100 tied in Tom
Oh,
Brady.
come on,
No.
man. You'll get the money back. It's cool.
No. They don't have the time on this. Anyways, you were going with under.
Oh, yeah.
I say over. And the reason why is
Do you even know who's singing?
it says Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan. It's a duet.
Oh.
And a duet generally means over. So I would pick the
Why
over.
would it be the over?
Because it's two singers and they're kind of trying to outduel each other. So they'll hold those long notes, the and the home of the bread, and they'll hold it like forever. Oh, there's no time. Boo.
Yeah, that or, it's COVID years, so.
Well, there is one. It says, will any scoring drive take less time than the national anthem?
Oh.
That's funny.
That's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know. Gatorade color this year, I will go on record.
Hang on, I will get to that. I just want to see if it's here. No, it's not. Okay, Gatorade color.
Lemon lime.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot out there for orange, actually, because the Chiefs drink orange.
Yeah.
And then red is
Is it really?
Tampa Bay. So orange is plus 175, and red/pink is 150. Yellow, green, and lime is plus 300. That's you. Purple, plus 600. Clear, I don't think anybody's ever had clear.
Oh my God.
Because that's no
Who
fun.
wants that flavor? That's
Clear,
the worst.
that's just water. That's just water at
That's
that
the
point.
worst flavor ever, to be honest.
Clear is plus 625, and blue is plus 650. Here's some other interesting ones. Total buckets of liquid poured onto the coach. 1, 2, or none. No, that's not happening.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's 1. When has it ever been 2?
I don't know. It could be. There are other ones like, will a defensive player pour the Gatorade, or will the offensive player, or will it be one of you? I hate it. It's like
wow.
way too many variables, and I was like, forget it. Just go to our roulette table.
All right. Well, okay. So let's go on a couple of our own. Do you think there will be a safety in this game?
No.
No safety.
Well, I'm not betting it because the juice is like, I want to say it's like minus.
That's
like
interesting. You don't
2,000.
think there'll be a safety?
No. No, safeties are very rare.
I mean, you could just someone could be in the lead and just not give up the position. And just be like, boom.
The only time I would do it is if I was worried about quarterback play and offense, but I'm not worried about it in this. That is a prop in here. I just don't know where.
Yeah, I looked over it and I was just like, eh. What else?
What else you got?
Yeah, I think that's it for my props.
Do you have a favorite amongst everything you have in there?
Oh wow, you're making me review my. Besides Tom Brady.
Tom Brady MVP.
But besides that,
I'll tell you my favorite. I already bet it. Tom Brady plus over half a yard to rushing yards.
Besides both quarterbacks throwing an interception, and I do like my Scotty Miller, not with your lines.
But with the with the 20?
Oh, yeah.
20 and a half, yeah.
20 and a half, and what was it, even?
No, it
was
Scotty
plus
is
money, right?
like plus money, I think. It's like one of the last ones.
What was that? Hardman.
Yeah, keep going.
That
You're at
that was even. Chiefs rushing
Keep going.
touchdown.
You're still in the Chiefs. Keep going.
Oh, God.
You're almost there. One more.
Rojo, baby.
There it is. Yeah, standard juice.
Yeah, standard juice over 21 yards. So there we go.
All right, so there it is. That is our run through the props. Obviously, bet the props that you like. Find some good value in it, and of course, shop your lines as always. Wow, look for it. I can't wait. I'm excited. This is, props. Props makes the Super Bowl even more fun. It's a fun game to watch, and then you add props to it, and it magnifies it.
Not as fun as squares. Now, when you have those terrible squares, it's like,
man. You don't have we haven't drawn for squares yet.
I haven't drawn for squares yet. I
may jump in.
Yeah, you should. Thank you for all the people that do watch Teasing the NFL from my bar. Highly appreciate the support. Danny appreciates it too.
Absolutely.
Good luck on your squares, but thank you for your donation. That's what I really want to say.
Hey, so if I put in 100, are we gonna make a deal?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We can collude. We're
allowed to.
Yeah, absolutely. The house didn't take a rake fee first of all, so I was very fair in that.
Very nice.
So we got a couple spots open, so yeah, we can definitely collude. I like that.
Cool. More ways to make money. All right, so let us know in the comments. Let us know what your favorite props are. Let us know a prop, if you didn't hear it on here, that you really like. Let us know. We always like to see it. I mean, there have been plenty of sharps out there, sports bettors out there saying what their favorite props are. I've been hearing it, and I'm going to be hearing more as the weekend goes through, and I may jump on a few more.
Oh, it is close, man.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Close.
I do have, some more money to be able to put in, and I may put in a few more just for fun. It'll always be there, especially since we may not get the best opportunity to bet on the side or total on a teaser, so props help kind of cover the rest of that.
Awesome.
But this is it for us here at Teasing the NFL for the 2020 NFL season. Shedding a tear here. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed every video, leaving any comments, whether you agree with us, whether you disagree with us, whether you think we're hilarious or dumb as hell for our opinions. We always like having you guys, the audience, and your opinions and comments out there with the Miami fans or the KC fans with me. Oh, no, or Washington. That's the other one. The football team. That was week 2. That was week 2. That was week 2.
They were on your ass, man.
Yeah. But we very much appreciate anybody who has come and watched any of our videos. We send all of y'all the lots of love out there. And hopefully you guys have made money with us, because we've had a pretty darn good season, if we do say so ourselves. And our records do prove that as well.
That's right.
But, we'll see what happens in the coming months until the next season here in 2021. We may have some videos coming out, kind of doing some kind of teaser betting 101. It's a series I wanted to try and do. So maybe look forward to that in the coming months, but we'll see. Maybe busy schedule.
Maybe some off-season stuff,
I still tell him he needs to do fantasy. Fantasy's great. You were the king of fantasy until you missed until you missed the finals this season.
Oh God.
Value on the underdog. So right now the money line in the consensus, and I will verify this, is because it's down to 3. So right now KC in the consensus is -160. And Tampa Bay is plus 140. Okay? Remember that.
Okay.
-160 and plus 140.
Okay.
Now,
great.
Okay, so now remember what I said a minute ago. I said most likely it takes a lot for the quarterback not to win MVP, right?
Right.
So if you're going to pick a team to win, why not just bet on the MVP quarterback? Because you get better lines, right? Because according to my bookie, Patrick Mahomes is -115 versus the money line of -160. Now, there is a caveat in that there is a chance that somebody else wins it, but it's not going to happen. If Damian Williams isn't going to win it last Super Bowl, nobody's going to get it. I'm sorry, nobody's going to get it.
Okay, so I understand the angle you're shooting at, but at the same time, it's like the chance. Okay, so what if it's like 2 big defensive plays?
It could be. I mean, Von Miller won MVP, but in a high-scoring affair like this, it's not going to be a defensive player. It's not going to be a running back. Most likely, it won't be a running back unless Fournette or CEH goes off massively. So So again,
I like that angle.
And then so the other part of it is Tampa Bay plus 140, or just pick the MVP, TB12 plus 200. Doesn't that make more sense?
Yeah,
right.
That makes
a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So don't pick any. If you don't want to bet a spread and you want to bet a money line, don't worry about the money line. If you really, and there's a really good chance one of the quarterbacks is MVP. Honestly, I'm going to say 95% chance that one of the quarterbacks is the MVP. So whoever you think is going to win, whichever team it is, pick the quarterback to win MVP. You get much better value out of it. That is a shout out to Marco D'Angelo from Wager Talk. He put that angle out there, and it's brilliant. No, he put that out there. It's brilliant. I commend him for coming up with that. I don't know where he got it from, but it is very smart to do that.
I see where y'all are shooting from, but okay. I just think that there's a lot of politics into deciding the.
But you're picking Brady to win the MVP, so you might as well. Yeah. So you might as well sit there and take that instead of the money line, because you get better value. You get 60 more points.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm teasing them the over and Tampa Bay.
No, but we're saying in this situation that you don't want to bet a spread because, oh man, it's a field goal. They could win by a field goal. They could lose by the field goal.
Okay, bet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to bet them to win it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I think that's the way you go if you want to bet. If you're going to bet a money line, go with my MVP angle. It's so much better.
It never ceases to amaze me how many of these props will get right.
I can't wait.
You know what?
I was like you know this. Last Super Bowl, I was like, I wish I had money. I would slam so many props, and I would have hit so many of them.
And now
I'm curious to see what this year is going to be because I don't know. Exactly. I don't have a great storyline. I'm not confident in my storyline, so
I'm confident in mine. Hey, Tampa Bay.
Here's one thing though. I do have one in. I have one unit on TB12 over half a yard.
Oh yeah.
Rushing.
I like that.
But any other props that you're interested in? Because we don't have the Gatorade color. We don't have the national anthem.
Oh, I want the under on the national anthem.
Let's see.
It's COVID. Not a lot of people are airways and all that stuff. It's gotta be under.
Let's see. Because it's the.
How about heads or tails?
Please do not bet heads or tails with a sports book. Just bet with your buddy, and don't have to worry about losing juice.
This is true.
Period.
All
Just
right.
here's $100.
So what do
heads
you
or
like?
tails. Tails never fails. We know that.
Okay.
Come on,
all right,
we know that.
All right.
There's no
way.
way.
On it?
No, I've already got $100 tied in Tom Brady.
Oh, come on, man! You'll get the money back. It's cool.
No, they don't have the time on this. Anyways, you were going with under.
Oh yeah.
I say over, and the reason why is.
Do you even know who's singing?
It says Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan. It's a duet.
Oh.
And a duet generally means over. So I would pick the over.
Why would it be the over?
Because it's two singers and they're kind of trying to outduel each other. So they'll hold those long notes, the home of the bread, and they'll hold it forever. Oh, there's no time. Boo.
Yeah, that or, it's COVID years, so.
Well, there is one. It says, will any scoring drive take less time than the national anthem?
Oh.
That's funny.
That's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know. Gatorade color this year, I will go on record.
Hang on, I will get to that. I just want to see if it's here. No, it's not. Okay, Gatorade color.
Lemon lime.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot out there for orange, actually, because the Chiefs drink orange.
Yeah.
And then red is...
Is it really?
Is Tampa Bay. So orange is plus 175, and red/pink is 150. Yellow, green, and lime is plus 300. That's you. Purple, plus 600. Clear, I don't think anybody's ever had clear.
Oh my God.
Because that's no fun.
Who wants that flavor? That's
clear,
the worst.
That's just water. That's just water at
That's
that point.
the worst flavor ever, to be honest.
Clear is plus 625, and blue is plus 650. Here's some other interesting ones. Total buckets of liquid poured onto the coach. 1, 2, or none. No, that's not happening.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's 1. When has it ever been 2?
I don't know. It could be. There are other ones like, will a defensive player pour the Gatorade, or will the offensive player, or will it be one of you? I hate it. It's like
wow.
way too many variables, and I was like, forget it. Just go to our roulette table.
All right. Well, okay. So let's go on a couple of our own. Do you think there will be a safety in this game?
No.
No safety.
Well, I'm not betting it because the juice is like, I want to say it's like minus.
That's
like
interesting.
2,000.
You don't think there'll be a safety?
No, safeties are very rare.
I mean, you could just someone could be in the lead and just not give up the position. And just be like, boom.
The only time I would do it is if I was worried about quarterback play and offense, but I'm not worried about it in this. That is a prop in here. I just don't know where.
Yeah, I looked over it and I was just like, what else?
What else you got?
Yeah, I think that's it for my props.
Do you have a favorite amongst everything you have in there?
Oh wow, you're making me review my. Besides Tom Brady.
Tom Brady MVP.
But besides that,
I'll tell you my favorite. I already bet it. Tom Brady plus over half a yard to rushing yards.
Besides both quarterbacks throwing an interception, and I do like my Scotty Miller, not with your lines.
But with the with the 20?
Oh, yeah.
20 and a half, yeah.
20 and a half, and what was it, even?
No,
it was
Scotty
plus
is
money, right?
plus money, I think. It's like one of the last ones.
What was that? Hardman.
Yeah, keep going.
That was even. Chiefs rushing
Keep going.
touchdown.
You're still in the Chiefs. Keep going.
Oh, God.
You're almost there. One more.
Rojo, baby.
There it is. Yeah, standard juice.
Yeah, standard juice over 21 yards. So there we go.
All right, so there it is. That is our run through the props. Obviously, bet the props that you like. Find some good value in it, and of course, shop your lines as always. Wow, look for it. I can't wait. I'm excited. This is props. Props makes the Super Bowl even more fun. It's a fun game to watch, and then you add props to it, and it magnifies it.
Not as fun as squares. Now, when you have those terrible squares, it's like,
oh yeah,
man.
you don't have we haven't drawn for squares yet.
I haven't drawn for squares yet.
I may jump in.
Yeah, you should. Thank you for all the people that do watch Teasing the NFL from my bar. Highly appreciate the support. Danny appreciates it too.
Absolutely.
Good luck on your squares, but thank you for your donation. That's what I really want to say. Ooh,
hey, so if I put in 100, are we gonna make a deal?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We can collude. We're
allowed to.
Yeah, absolutely. The house didn't take a rake fee first of all, so I was very fair in that.
Very nice.
So we got a couple spots open, so yeah, we can definitely collude. I like that.
Cool. More ways to make money. All right, so let us know in the comments. Let us know what your favorite props are. Let us know a prop, if you didn't hear it on here, that you really like. Let us know. We always like to see it. I mean, there have been plenty of sharps out there, sports bettors out there saying what their favorite props are. I've been hearing it, and I'm going to be hearing more as the weekend goes through, and I may jump on a few more.
Oh, it is close, man.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Close.
I do have, some more money to be able to put in, and I may put in a few more just for fun. It'll always be there, especially since we may not get the best opportunity to bet on the side or total on a teaser, so props help kind of cover the rest of that.
Awesome.
But this is it for us here at Teasing the NFL for the 2020 NFL season. Shedding a tear here. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed every video, leaving any comments, whether you agree with us, whether you disagree with us, whether you think we're hilarious or dumb as hell for our opinions. We always like having you guys, the audience, and your opinions and comments out there with the Miami fans or the KC fans with me. Oh, or Washington, that's the other one, the football team. That was week 2. That was week 2. That was week 2.
They were on your ass, man.
Yeah. But we very much appreciate anybody who has come and watched any of our videos. We send all of y'all the lots of love out there. And hopefully you guys have made money with us because we've had a pretty darn good season, if we do say so ourselves. And our records do prove that as well.
That's right.
But, we'll see what happens in the coming months until the next season here in 2021. We may have some videos coming out, kind of doing some kind of teaser betting 101. It's a series I wanted to try and do. So maybe look forward to that in the coming months, but we'll see.
Maybe
busy
some
schedule.
Maybe some off-season stuff.
I still tell him he needs to do fantasy. Fantasy's great. You were the king of fantasy until you missed until you missed the finals this season.
Oh God! I mean, and this is
always a new season.
Andrew Chang signing off.
No, but we are going to be closing up here for Andrew Chang. I am Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with us for the coming season and any educational videos we have coming out on teaser bets and betting in general. And, any other bets that might be happening, maybe we'll do something for the draft, or hopefully if he gets a chance, maybe we do something for fantasy football. Those are always fun to do. But until next season, make sure you get your bets in. And, of course, don't forget to be a tease.